Hello and welcome to another video by me, Javier Smith, on the Enrich the Fire channel. Today is a little bit of a new topic. As one who is into the media fields of film, television, and video gaming, I wanted to talk about a recent video EA uploaded titled This is Star Wars Battlefront 2. I wanted to just give my initial thoughts on it. Also, before we start, I want to let you know that video scheduling on this, in the sense of I'm going to be uploading a video, one video at least every 2 weeks, and if not sooner. But that's basically going to have to be, there's just stuff going on, new video projects that need editing attention and filming attention besides YouTube. So, but anyhow, that's how it's going to be for now. With that being said, let's get into this video. So, first thing I wanted to talk about is, they start off the video with talking about the fact that they've tripled location, heroes, and vehicles, which can be something. So the original Battlefront had four locations apparently in the, I'm assuming that means single player, because there was more locations than that in the multiplayer, wasn't there? Oh well, it says four locations for the original Battlefront, 6 for heroes for the original Battlefront, and 11 vehicles for the original Battlefront. Battlefront 2 is going to have 18 locations total, 14 heroes total, and 39 vehicles. Now that's a good amount. Now location-wise, that does seem a good amount, 18. I don't know which they choose in particular, but that's a good amount. Actually, it'll say here in the video, we'll look in a second. And 39 vehicles, that's quite a bit. That's combining, I guess, ground vehicles and air vehicles. So, but there is one thing that it does kind of bother me, is the fact that there's only 14 heroes. There's way more, heroes than that, and you could play a lot more heroes in the original Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2 game than you can in this one. Gonna turn you up a little bit. You dimmed out a little bit there. There we go. Focus in. I mean, if it was all 3 eras and 14 heroes, that's like only 5 heroes per era. So, I think they should add some more heroes, please. I think 14 is a little too little, especially if it's, if it was just one era, 14 heroes, that'd be good. So that way it'd be like 14, but 14 for all eras, I think that's a little small. I think they should go more, or if they're gonna do DLC with more heroes, make sure it's a value price. Don't sell me one hero for $5. That's outrageously priced. That's way too much. You should sell like a pack of 10 heroes for $5 or something like that. So some of the new maps they added Camino, they added Yavin 4, Fondor, which is from Rogue One, I believe. Starkiller Base, that's going to be awesome. I want to play on that map. Tatooine and more. So, that's a few of the locations, so that's cool. We're going to be fighting on places from the new movies, which is good. And it's 18 locations instead of, the 4, which I think there was more in the multiplayer. I must be referring to the single player, but anyhow, that's good that they added a lot more locations. Also coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2, according to this video, and John Boyega's narration, is that now we have class gameplay. Each trooper you play is now in a certain class. The classes here, that it says here, is Assault, Heavy, Specialist, and Officer. And each of these have their own unique abilities and weapons and things, so that's good. That is something that was in the original Battlefront 2, that you could have a different type of trooper, and they each have their own unique abilities and weapons and stuff. So that's good. How this will contribute to gameplay, I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. Also, they're introducing something new here called Star Cards, which Star Cards to me, it sounds like an ability. An ability you can give each, and what happens is that there's different level Star Cards, and that there's normal bronze, silver, and gold star cards. Basically, that the rarer it is, the more powerful it is, the more useful it will be. The star cards remind me of a game a while ago called Dirty Bomb, which they also had cards, except it was very hard to get a rare bling. So hopefully that'll be more fair in this game, and the star cards sound cool. I just hope it's executed right. It also says that if you work as a team with your group players, if you're playing as a team and that you coordinate together, you'll earn more points the better you coordinate to unlock special troops such as like the flamethrowers, the Wookiees, the sniper elite troops from Rogue One, and like the super battle droids. Now something else they're putting into the game is space battles, which thank goodness, because it's Star Wars. There's space battles in Star Wars. I've seen some of the gameplay from the Gamescom, and it looks good. And the battle points, when it comes to unlocking the heroes and the specific vehicles like the Millennium Falcon and stuff, is that you earn that via points instead of just trying to randomly find a power-up like in the original. In the original Battlefront, you had to find the power-up to become your hero or villain. But this one, you do it by battle points. So pretty much if you get enough points, you are guaranteed, a turn to play. So, which I think is a much fairer system and would be much more accepted by the majority of players. So apparently from this, it looks like the star cards are just some type of thing to get rare bling and like upgrade your weapons or your heroes or your reinforcements and that type of deal. And basically the rarer the bling, the more powerful it is. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know too much of how it works, but we'll see how that is. Now there is one other thing that I am very iffy on. It says here that it includes 5 different multiplayer modes. And that's the problem. 5 different multiplayer modes, that's it. Because the original Battlefront had like more than that. It didn't have like 9 or like something around there. There was way more than 5 multiplayer modes in the original Battlefront. And by original I mean the one in 2015, not the original. Is that all there is? That's it? 5 multiplayer modes? I think they're... If it's new modes, then that's good. But if it's just 5 modes, that seems very low. That seems there was not that many modes in the single player of the 2015 Battlefront. So I mean, is that it? I mean, I hope not, because like I hope there's more multiplayer modes than that, because that's just a little low in my opinion. Blast, they have Blast, which is fast-paced close quarters combat. Heroes versus villains, which considering that there's more heroes versus villains. Strike was the other one. Blast, Heroes vs. Villains are some of the new ones. Well, Heroes vs. Villains is not new, but since there's more heroes and villains, that might be more epic. Starfighter Assault, now that's one that's going to be awesome since it's in the space battles. Galactic Assault sounds like it's going to be the most chaotic, most epic of the modes. It's pretty much just all-out warfare. Again, I hope that there's more multiplayer modes in the future as free DLC, because just 5 sounds a little low. Maybe it's the normal amount of modes that are normally in multiplayer modes of first-person shooters, but that just seems a little low to me. There was like more in the original, so Now apparently in the single player, they go to talk about single player, the single player has something called an arcade mode, which the arcade mode, you can play split screen co-op versus, or do it just single player. I hope this is much improved from the single player of the first game, because the co-op of the first game, the local multiplayer for the first game, it was very bad. I mean, it wasn't super bad that it was like terrible, but it just was like, it was not well done, and it was not that fun, and it was just the waves after waves, type deal. It's just, you can go look it up. It wasn't good to me, and the single player was lacking very much so in the 2015 Battlefront, especially the co-op split screen. Now hopefully with this they improved this arcade mode, and hopefully they also, the single players improved with the upcoming campaign they have with Iden Versio, and a story set between episodes 6 and 7. So that might be cool. So anyway, that basically wraps up this new video that he released, again titled "This is Star Wars Battlefront 2. So far, I am certain this game is going to be better overall than the 2015, but I don't know if it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a good game, but I don't think it's going to be a great game. If I were to like guess a score that I think this would get, based off of what I see in the trailer, I think it would be at least a 7. I think it's going to be a improved, better Star Wars Battlefront game, but I don't know if it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be a fantastic, great Star Wars game. So based off this, my 3 main things is that I hope they include more heroes in the future at least, because 14, even though that's more than the last one, that still doesn't seem like enough. There's more heroes and stuff throughout the world of Star Wars. 2 is that there's only 5 multiplayer modes, and I think that I mean, maybe they're so much fun that it won't matter, but that does seem low. There was more. There was more in the original, in the 2015 version, wasn't there? And the third thing is I hope the single player arcade mode improves. I'm glad that we have a campaign now, which is something that a lot of people were wanting from the 2015 Battlefront. But now that we have it here and that it's focused on the Empire in between episode 6 and 7, that's kind of cool. But I hope that the arcade mode in the single player is much improved, because I didn't like the single player local multiplayer co-op in the original in the 2015 Battlefront. It was just terrible in my opinion. It was a joke. Again, I am hopeful for this game. I think it will be better, but I don't know if it's going to be everything I was hoping they would improve on. They improved on a lot of things. It does look like they improved on the majority of problems that we had, but I don't know how much so. Like I said, I think they improved everything, but I don't know how much they did. We'll have to see when the game comes out in about a little less than 2 months. So, but anyhow, that wraps my thoughts up. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.